good Monday morning, everybody. Hopefully everybody had a really good Easter weekend. Got to spend time with their families. Had to stay inside probably because it was really cold and rainy and nasty. And don't forget, tomorrow morning we're supposed to have snow. Don't necessarily believe it, and if it does, it's not going to stick. But regardless, we're going to be hopeful and prayerful. But this week, what we're going to spend our time on is in language. We're going to be talking about adjectives. And adjectives, a good working definition for an adjective is the fact that it describes nouns. Adjectives describe nouns. So let's go a little bit further into that as well. About adjectives describing nouns. Now, number one way that we're going to talk about it this week is we're going to be talking about how many. And again, how many does not necessarily always mean a number. It could mean some, few, a lot. It just, however it means how many is basically what we're talking about there. And number two is going to be what kind. What kind of animal. Could be a color, could be a size, could be anything that describes what kind it is. So, again, for this week, we're going to be spending the entire week on adjectives and how they describe nouns. And remember, most of the time adjectives will come before the noun. They're going to describe it before the noun. That's a really good clue as to finding the adjectives. So, again, number one of them that we're going to be talking about is how many, and number two is what kind. So let's go ahead and dive into a couple of example sentences. So example number one would be Gramps has a brown horse. Gramps has a brown horse. Now, what I would tell my students in class today is I want you to find the noun before we actually find the adjective. So in this case, Gramps is a noun and horse is a noun. And then after we do that, what we were going to do is decide which one of those has an adjective, or do both of them. Is there anything describing Gramps? Not in this sentence. Is there anything describing horse? Yes. The color brown. So again, brown describes the horse. It tells what kind of horse we have. And then for sentence number two, we're going to talk about how many. In this case, it could be two kids played in the snow. Yeah, buddy. Cannot believe we're talking about snow, but we'll see what happens. Two kids played in the snow. So in this sentence, kids is going to be one of my nouns. Snow will be my other noun. Okay, is there anything describing the snow? No, play tells what they did in the snow, but it doesn't describe the snow. What describes kids? The number two. And this, again, could be many kids played in the snow, a few kids played in the snow, some kids played in the snow. And this up here, brown could be big, could be little, could be huge, could be fat, could be ugly, could be beautiful, could be whatever. So again, remember, what I love best about adjectives is that adjectives, without them, our sentences will be boring. Adjectives are like spices thrown into a meal. It just makes them taste better, makes them sound better, makes them look better. So again, for our classroom, what we would be doing today is I would just give every single kid a sheet of paper. They would take that sheet of paper, they'd walk around and they'd write all the describing things that they could do. They could describe the TV in the classroom. They could describe the smartboard in the classroom. They could describe a chair in the classroom. They could describe a person in the classroom. I know some of the kiddos remember my big old chair stands about that tall, so the tall chair. The color of it is blue. The seat on it is soft. It's got the Boston Red Sox. Go Sox. And I got a couple other things in there too. The Thunder flag that I have in there is very similar to that Thunder flag back there. Really big, beautiful blue. Yeah. So anyway, but again, adjectives describe nouns. That is their job. That is what they do. And this week, or today anyway, again, we're going to be talking about what kind, and we're going to be talking about how many. So your challenge this week, or for today, is to go into your house, go into the living room, the laundry room, the kitchen, wherever you go into today, and describe something in there. Could be the sink is full of dishes, especially from yesterday. Could be the TV is small or big. Could be that your sister smells, your smelly sister or your stinky brother. Yeah, I went there, sorry. We're all staying inside, probably not wearing our, anyway. So, but again, just talk about stuff, make it fun, make it describing fun. So again, that's what we're doing this week in our language, describing nouns, adjectives. So now, a good one for little kids, they don't know what a noun is. I go like this. A noun is a person, place, or thing, or animal. Okay? Most animals that the little kids are thinking about are small, like puppies and cats and stuff like that. So again, a noun is a person, place, or thing, or animal. And the kiddos have fun with it. So, anyway, adjectives describe nouns. If you can't tell, I love adjectives. Now, second thing we're going to be talking about today in math class. Now, math, I know told you I was going to be talking about doing more with our fractions. I changed it up a little bit, and we're not going to be talking about fractions today. We're actually going to be talking about the different properties of multiplication and addition. Well, today we're going to be talking about 3 specific properties. Today we're going to start with topic number 1, or property number 1, and that is the commutative property. C-O-M-M-U-T-A-T-I-V-E, the commutative property. You kiddos that are taking notes, thank you so much. Love you guys. Proud of you, doing a good job, I'm sure, at home. But the commutative property, the way we taught it in class is there we have a 5 and there we have a 4. Do not use Sharpies, kiddos. Do not use a Sharpie at home. And I'm going to show you the reason why here in a minute. Sharpies will be stuck on there for a very long time, and your mom and dad are going to be mad at me, and I don't want that. So, but for today, what you're going to do, and I'm going to turn it like this, make sure you guys can see it. There we go. So in this case, we have 5 times 4. We're going to pretend like this right here is a multiplication sign. So we have 5 times 4. So the commutative property, what it does, I sing a song like this one. I know a couple of you kiddos know it. The commutative property flips those numbers. And now what it's going to have is it's going to have the 4 on this side and the 5 over here. So all it's going to do is it's going to flip where the problems go. So this is 5 times 4, this is 4 times 5. That's what the commutative property does, is it just flips the numbers. The commutative property flips the numbers. Again, do not write on yourself with an expo. Just kidding. Don't do it with a Sharpie, do it with an expo. Expos can wipe off real easily. Sharpies cannot. Do not use a Sharpie on your skin. I was testing y'all to see if you all are paying attention. Hopefully you were. So again, use an expo, not a Sharpie. So, but now, commutative property, here we go. Let's do the 5 times 4. Again, that's what we started out with. We put them on our hands, we flip those numbers, and we get 4 times 5, and then our overall answer is 20. So again, want to do another one? Sure, 3 times 7. What do? You flip those numbers. 7 times 3 equals 21. So again, whenever you are doing the commutative property, all you are doing is flipping the numbers. So now, here comes the challenge time. Here's what I want you to do. For your language, if you're choosing to be challenged this week, I would love for you to write 4 or 5 or more sentences using what kind in the describing. And then for the other part of it, I want you to do 4 or 5 how many's. Give me 4 or 5 what kind sentences. Give me 4 or 5 how many. And then I also want you to underline your adjectives and circle those nouns in those sentences. You need help, ask your parents to help you out. If you don't have your parents at home because they're working, bless you guys that are working. But if your parents are working, go ahead and have your big brother or big sister work on it with you. And if not, wait till your parents get home and they can do it then. But again, just work on some of these, get those adjectives down, start working with it, because again, we're going to be going into more adjectives later on. This we're going to be going deeper with it. But for today, that's all I want you to do is what kind and how many. 4 or 5 of each one of them will be perfect. Circle your nouns, underline your adjectives, done. If you want to get really, really crazy, write a paragraph. Write a paragraph describing something. Remember, a paragraph is 4 or 5 sentences that describe one thing. So write those 4 or 5 sentences that describe that one topic. So again, that's your language assignment if you choose to do it. The second one is I want to see some commutative property. I want to see you guys flipping the numbers. I want to see you guys working these problems out. And again, with multiplication, remember, it is so, so, so important that you memorize your multiplication facts, that you're working on them, that you're understanding them, that you're knowing them to where you can get them just like this, and making sure that you got them memorized. And so finally, after you get all that done, kiddos, stay healthy. Be safe. Have a good time. Enjoy time with your family. Stay at home. If you leave the house, put a mask on your face. Put it over. Anytime I leave the house, I don't care if I'm in my car. I don't care where I'm going. I always have a mask on my face. Cover my nose. Cover my mouth. If you cough, cough into your shirt or into your elbow, making sure that you're staying healthy that way. Drink lots of water. Take your vitamins. Make sure that you are going for a walk or at least playing outside in the backyard every day. But most importantly, kiddos, keep on learning. And if you're not reading, yeah, I'm talking to you. If you're not reading, start reading every single day, 20 to 30 minutes with a book in your hand every day. Sit down on the couch, sit outside. Don't sit outside today. You're going to freeze outside today if you do it. But sit outside, enjoy some beautiful weather, and enjoy a good book. If you want to, you can actually, underneath this post, tell me about a book that you're reading. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. Show me your sentences. Show me your math facts. But again, kiddos, most importantly, stay safe, be healthy, have a blessed and wonderful Monday. I will see you tomorrow for part 2 of language and then part 2 of our math. Remember, tomorrow, the associative property. Have a blessed and wonderful day. I will see you then. Bye.